Hold up. This isn't a rumor. This isn't crypto Twitter hype. This is JP Morgan quietly plugging crypto into real banking rails. And I've got the proof. But before we get there, before I show you exactly how Ripple bought their way into JP Morgan's infrastructure through the G Treasury acquisition that just got SEC approval, before we break down why XRP supply on exchanges just hit a 7-year low while $50 million flows into ETFs daily, let me set the tone for what's about to unfold in 2026. Because what I'm about to show you isn't speculation. It's institutions preparing for faster money, not louder money. It's JP Morgan openly talking about unlocking $120 billion in value from cross-border payments, while simultaneously working with the exact company that solves that exact problem. It's credit card reward points being converted into crypto by one of the most powerful banks on earth, normalizing blockchain interaction for millions of people who don't even know they're using it. And it's supply dynamics that only show up once or twice per cycle, right before price snaps into place like a coiled spring. By the end of this video, you're going to understand why 2026 isn't hype season. It's infrastructure season. And by the time price reacts, smart positioning is already done. Hello everything and welcome back. Hopefully everyone's having an amazing day. We're closing out 2025 and heading into what I believe is going to be an absolutely massive year for XRP. Hit that thumbs up button if you're ready, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into this because we're ending this year with an absolute bang. Before we dive into JP Morgan's crypto integration, before we break down the supply dynamics that are screaming pressure is building, before we show you exactly how Ripple bought their way into JP Morgan's infrastructure, let me make something extremely clear. If you want to stay ahead of institutional positioning, if you want to understand how supply dynamics create repricing events, if you want strategies that separate people who position during quiet accumulation from people who chase after the move is over, you need to join the XRP Insiders Elite. This is where serious holders get institutional flow analysis, supply dynamic breakdowns, and frameworks that turn infrastructure build-out into generational wealth opportunities. The link is in the video description. Don't wait until the spring uncoils. By then, you're too late. Now let me set the tone for this entire video with something that should make you sit up in your chair. XRP supply on exchanges just hit a 7-year low. We're talking 1.6 billion XRP sitting on exchanges right now. Back in October, we were at 3.76 billion. So no, this isn't people selling. This is people pulling XRP off exchanges. And I know there's a big controversy on Twitter right now because you have people coming out of nowhere chiming in on something they have no business talking about, saying there's not an XRP supply shortage on exchanges. And then they throw out some number. But here's the problem. They don't understand what we're referring to when we talk about a supply shortage. That's the first mistake. Second mistake. Those people need to stay in their lane. Let them focus on tech. Let us content creators cover what no one else wants to talk about. Because when we talk about a supply shortage, we are talking about over-the-counter markets. That is what we are talking about. Because once OTC dries up, institutions will be forced to take millions of dollars and come to the exchange to purchase XRP. And that is when the repricing event happens. That is where your mega green candles shoot up out of nowhere. This is what happens when people don't stay in their lanes. And here's the thing. Just because XRP is sitting on an exchange does not mean it's available for purchase. If I have 20,000 XRP sitting on an exchange, It's not for sale. It's because I'm having the exchange custody it. There's a huge difference between these three things: OTC supply, exchange supply, and available supply for purchase. All three are completely different. But people always like to come in and act like they know what we're talking about. That's why I say, stay in your lane. What we're seeing right now, what we've seen every cycle, is that every single time supply leaves exchanges like this, price doesn't move at first. Pressure builds first. Think of it like a spring. We always talk about the spring being coiled up. Nothing looks exciting until it all snaps into place. Now let's talk about XRP ETFs, because here's what's confusing everyone. We've got inflows, big inflows, $50 million yesterday. We've got locked supply. And yet people want to know, why isn't the price exploding yet? It's simple. This phase isn't about price discovery. What you're seeing is positioning. And this number matters. Why? Because we don't really have any of the big boys involved yet. Yeah, Franklin Templeton is a big name in traditional finance, but not in crypto. Bitwise is our biggest name, and they are only known in the crypto world. Once we get JP Morgan, Fidelity, Van Eck, Goldman Sachs, and BlackRock coming in, like they did for Bitcoin and Ethereum, imagine what this number is going to be. We could see upward of $100 million in inflows per day. Because as BlackRock starts buying more and more, Bitwise's clients are going to think, holy crap, we need to keep pace with them. We need to rethink our strategy and start moving more funds into this ETF before it's too late. Then it becomes an accumulation war. So these numbers right now matter a lot because institutions are getting into position. And here's the part no one wants to hear, but everyone needs to understand. In 2026, it's very realistic that we could have up to 10% of XRP's total supply either locked, custodianed, or in functional liquidity. That's not bullish hopium, that's math. We are at 0.75% of total supply right now, and we don't have the big boys involved yet. This is going to accelerate, especially when the new year flips and all these big institutions are done with tax season positioning. Price doesn't front-run this. Price reacts after the doors close. Which brings us to something absolutely massive that people are seriously underestimating. JP Morgan just confirmed something huge. Credit card reward points converted into crypto. Yes, you heard that correctly. This isn't some sketchy startup. We're talking about JP Morgan. That means everyday people, non-crypto natives, are about to interact with crypto without even trying. No wallet, no seed phrases, no "what's a gas fee?" Just rewards converted into crypto. And once banks normalize that behavior, there's no undo button. That's JP Morgan normalizing blockchain interaction for millions of people. Now here's where I'm going to blow your mind. JP Morgan has openly talked about unlocking $120 billion in value from cross-border payments. So let me ask you something. Who do you think is the hot topic when JP Morgan starts talking about faster settlement, lower costs, and liquidity efficiency? Who do you think it is? Yeah, exactly. It's Ripple. And I'm going to follow up with receipts. But I think you already know where this is going. Let me show you this picture and blow it up for you, because you can see Ripple right there in that beautiful little red circle. We all know Ripple isn't trying to be a meme coin or a meme company. XRP isn't trying to be the cool kid in crypto. It's built for cross-border settlement infrastructure. That's literally the problem JP Morgan is trying to solve. And they're not going to do a JP Morgan coin because of counterparty risk. Other banks aren't going to want to hold a coin that JP Morgan created. Trapped liquidity, slow settlements, capital sitting idle, Ripple unlocks that. And JP Morgan knows it. Now remember that partnership where Ripple purchased G Treasury for $1 billion? The SEC just confirmed it went through. The deal is official. That means Ripple is now working directly with JP Morgan. That's how you do it. If JP Morgan didn't want to partner with Ripple directly, Ripple buys out a company they're already partnered with. And now JP Morgan has no choice but to work with them. Just like Ripple wanted to buy Circle and get control of USDC. Why start from the ground up when you can just buy yourself into position? We now have real-time treasury data, balance visibility, and enterprise cash management, all because Ripple and JP Morgan are working together. This is institutions preparing for faster money, not louder money. And XRP fits that world better than people want to admit. I'll tell you right now, when XRP is being used, when the XRP Ledger's technology is being deployed, you're not going to know it. That's the whole purpose. Just like you don't know what goes on when you send an email. You don't know what happens when you walk into your favorite grocery store and tap your phone to pay or scan a QR code. You don't care what happens behind the scenes. All you know is that it works and you paid for your goods without cash or a physical card. Boom, you're out the door. That's how this blockchain technology is going to work. This isn't hype season yet. This is infrastructure season. And by the time price reacts, smart positioning is already done. It's that simple. People ask me, is now a good time to get in? Look, the best time to get in is when you can get in. We can't time bottoms. Does it really make a difference if you buy at $1.80 or $1.50 in the long scheme of things? Because you and I both know XRP is worth way more than $2. So does it really make a difference? Dollar cost averaging is your best friend. This is not financial advice. But I'm positioned. I'm watching supply leave exchanges at 7-year lows. I'm tracking $50 million daily ETF inflows before the big boys even enter. I'm analyzing how Ripple bought their way into JP Morgan's infrastructure through G Treasury. I'm seeing JP Morgan openly discuss unlocking $120 billion in cross-border payments while working with the exact company that solves that problem. And I'm watching the spring coil tighter every single day. If you want deeper supply dynamic analysis, if you want to understand how institutional positioning works before price reacts, if you want strategies for infrastructure season instead of hype season, that's what the XRP Insiders Elite provides. Real research, real positioning frameworks, real preparation, while others wait for confirmation. The link is in the description. I appreciate you all. Hit that thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed. Drop a comment and let me know. Are you positioned for 2026? Do you see what I'm seeing? I want to hear from you. We are closing out 2025 and heading into what I believe is going to be an absolutely massive year. Let's make it count.